Hello dancers, welcome back to Black Cat Belly Dance Studio. I'm very excited today because we are going to learn triple Egyptian. But before that, I would like to go through regular Egyptian moving forward and backwards because that's going to help us to understand how we modify our feet in order to move around. So let's get into it. Remember always your beautiful posture. And from here, let's do the basic Egyptian, right? So in order to move forward and backwards, we need to modify a little bit the way that our feet are moving. So for regular Egyptian is front and come back, front and come back. Right front, right back, left front and left back. If you don't know this step, I'm going to leave the link for you up here because it's very important to know the regular or basic Egyptian before learning this or taking this class. So coming back to the topic is 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I want to move forward, instead of going back after 1, I need to step forward. I'm going to do it in profile for you. So notice the difference between regular Egyptian and when I want to move forward is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how far you're going to step forward, it depends on the distance that you want to move through. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In number 1, you're doing the hip move, and in number 2, you are stepping flat to the front to be able to use this leg as support. So now you can use the opposite leg to do the hip and flat to the front. Let's do it one more time. So hip and flat, hip and flat, hip and flat, hip and flat. Make sure that when you're doing the walking Egyptian, you don't do this. Dun, 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 dun. Let's try to avoid that and always keep this beautiful vertical line, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks beautiful when you are in a like wide open stage or area wherever you're dancing and you start like boom, 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 right? It looks beautiful. Also, we use it to do fades when we are dancing in trio and in quartet formations. So we're going to learn that later, but just for the moment, just keep in mind that it has multiple uses and is beautiful. So if I'm moving forward, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now if I'm moving backwards, I'm going to step to the front and back, front and back. Or let's say no front, but it's in the same place. Let me just double check. I don't think about it anymore, so I need to break it down for you. Front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. We're using the same concept that we used to move forward, with the difference that you do number 1 and step back, flat feet. Hip, flat back, hip, flat back, hip, flat back. To move forward is hip, flat in the front, hip, flat 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 front. Back is going to be front, back flat, front, back flat. But when I say front, I'm not talking about stepping forward. I'm talking about doing it in the same place. One, back, one, back. So the movement or the walking is happening when you are doing number 2, number 4, 6, 8. In number 1, 3, 5, and 7, you're doing the hip in the same place, and then back, hip and back. Let's do both together. I'm going to start here. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's move backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm doing it in profile so you can see me, but if you are following me, it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure that you don't lose the hip move, because if that happens, the step is going to look very flat. It's going to look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you notice the difference? So make sure that you do that. Boom, bam, 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 back, 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 boom. Okay, so let's dance with these 2 steps. It's going to be a very short drill, but we are going to repeat Egyptian over and over. Yay! Now that we understand how we modify the feet movement to move around with the step, we are going to do triple Egyptian, modifying one more time our feet. So in this case, I'm going to do it one time for you facing away. Let's say that you are doing Egyptian and then you cue triple Egyptian. So basically, I'm going to stop 1, 2, 3 times before coming back to my front. I'm going to do that by cueing the triple Egyptian in number 1. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. What I did is I just let my followers know that I'm going to turn towards my right. So let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. From here is when I'm going to modify my feet move by bringing my left foot behind the right one to be able to turn around. And now I'm ready to do 5, 6, 7. Now I'm ready to move back again, my left foot, and over here I'm ready, my right foot is ready to do 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time, my left foot is going to help to do the turn, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to come back to my front. So let me just do it one more time for you a little faster because we kind of lost the feeling of the step. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and come back to my front. In this case, my front is the wall. So very important is like after you finish the step, don't go back to regular or basic Egyptian because it's going to be confusing for your followers because they don't know what to do. Because you already did a very nice move and then coming back to Egyptian without knowing if it's going to be regular Egyptian, if you want them to keep going. By the way, we don't just keep going with triple Egyptian. You cue it once and you do it once. And also it does make sense because it's a very long step. It's a 16 count step. So yeah, I think 1 is enough. And when you're coming back, you're ready to do something else. Coming back to the feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 is to finish the step and come back to my front. And very important, keep the hip movement going when you're turning around. So the arms don't have any modification. We're doing the same arms that we do for regular Egyptian. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right? So just to make sure that we are understanding the turns. So I cue it to the right. So I'm going to do a 3/4 turn to meet my right side. Then another quarter of the turn to meet the back, my back, or in my stage, this is my front, and you are my back right now. From here, again, 3/4 turn to meet my left side, and again, I'm going to turn 3/4 of a turn to come back to my front. Why am I saying 3/4? Because this is a full turn, right? 3/4 is 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, right? It's 3 out of 4. to finish the turn and come back to the same spot. So we're doing 3/4 of a turn every time that we are doing Egyptian. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And come back to my front. Let's dance with this step, and we can also use Egyptian moving forward and backwards, and let's have fun. Yay! Something really important to mention is that we don't move. It's supposed that we don't move from our spot while doing the triple Egyptian. I did it a lot because the floor today is very sticky, so I kind of had to find a way to do it without hurting my feet, but usually we don't do it. So pam, 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 pam. So there is no need to move around during this step. I mean, not to move around, I mean to move out of your spot. That's what I meant. Another thing is, like, probably you noticed that I went straight to the cue. Why? Because I think that the step already is long, so I don't want to overuse it because it can be boring for the audience. We always have to think on the audience, right? So, and it's more fun if you just cue it in number one. For example, you are coming from Arabic, right? And from here, one, you cue it immediately. That's very fun because they are not expecting to see that. Also, I did it after Egyptian half turn, and also it's super fun, boom, right? So you're coming from half turns, and now you're going to do the triple Egyptian. So that's a very fun combination. So hope you're enjoying these tutorials. Thank you for your support. Subscribe to my channel and see you next week.